All right, guys, thanks for tuning back into the channel. I've got a pretty short video, I think, today, but it's going to have some interesting talking points, and I hope you guys enjoy it. So I sent off a few cards to be slabbed at PSA, and they all came back, and I wanted to share them with you. So all of the cards are one of ones, just to kind of get that mind bubble in as to what we're going to be talking about. But first card up is a 2019 Topps Heritage Joey Bart Red Border 1 of 1 autograph. So just to give you a little context of this set, this is the Heritage Minor League Edition. There are no superfractors. This is the 1 of 1. This is the tippy top product when it comes to it. So if you're looking for a Joey Bart card from this is the best card that you're going to get from it. So right off the bat, I'm sure some of you have already noticed, the card itself came back authentic and the autograph graded at a 10. So what I did when I submitted this is I did not have the card graded, I had the autograph graded. And some people don't like this in the hobby, and I'll explain to you why right now for those of you guys that aren't aware. So right off the bat, when you see this, especially if you're a new collector and you see auto 10, a lot of people automatically think that the card is a PSA 10. Well, that's not the case. And the reason that I did not send this to PSA and to have the card graded is because obviously there's some chipping. You can see it right here. There's some whitening in the corners. Almost all of them have some minor whitening. So I would imagine if this card's going to come back, it would have came back an 8. And for myself, some people believe that, if you send off a 1 of 1 to be graded, you're kind of wasting your money because it's not going to go up or down in value. And for me, it's not necessarily about value. I like the cards to be slabbed. And so for me, as like the owner of this card, I just want my card slabbed, essentially, especially if it's a 1 of 1. Having the information listed up here, I think, is very important. It's in a PSA holder. The presentation is fantastic, obviously, with PSA. And, you have the color match here, which I think is perfect. And so those are all the reasons that I wanted to send this in to get slabbed. Now, obviously, the card itself is not graded. And so if people are out there and you are grading cards and you're sending them in and you're trying to convince people that this is a PSA 10, now that's really scummy, because obviously it's not graded that way. This is only autograph graded, but at the end of the day, it's a 1 of 1, and there is some debate as to whether even a PSA 10 raises the value of it. I'm of the opinion it absolutely does, especially with all the 1 of 1s that are out there. If you can get a 1 of 1 back and it's like if this was a PSA 10-10, I would definitely think that the value would be higher, no question. And some people don't feel that way. They're just like, well, it's a 1 of 1. It's the best card in the hobby. If it's $500, it's $500. But regardless of that, with it being a 1 of 1 and just getting it slabbed, as long as you're not like advertising it, if you're trying to sell it or trade it, that it is like a PSA 10, I inherently don't think that there's any issue with this. And so I'm interested to see what you guys say, because I've heard this back and forth. And so I know that there's some debate with this, but we'll see what the consensus is. I could be wrong. Maybe this video will get downvoted to oblivion. But next card up, they are cool cards regardless, but next card up, we have a Jared Kalenic 1 of 1 from Topps 2019 Heritage. Now, you can kind of see it's the exact same card, just Kalenic's version. So I picked both of these cards up back in 2019, thankfully. I got them at it was a decently high price at the time, and honestly, the way that they've been playing, it really hasn't added much value to it at all. Probably is just about the same. So I picked up both these guys for $750 combined between two different listings, and so I would imagine the way that they've performed, it's probably between $750 to $1,000 for these guys, maybe even less. I don't really know. But I would say the value is about stagnant from 2019 onward. So again, that's regardless of it being graded. The value didn't necessarily go up from this. Some people might think it did, but whatever. It's still just a 1 of 1. So, and then the last card, we have a 2021 Bowman Transcended Dylan Carlson, again, authentic with the auto graded to 10. Now, this is definitely the best card here because it's a true rookie card, 1 of 1 right here. I still have faith in all three of these guys. You know, they're going to have their opportunities. Kalenic, I'm a little bit concerned about. I actually think he might potentially get traded at the deadline if they're trying to make some moves to make a playoff push. But yeah, these are the three cards that I got back. We got the Joey Bart, we got the Jared Kalenic, and then we got the Dylan Carlson. So what do you guys think? Do you agree or disagree with these being sent in? Do you like them slabbed like I do and don't care about the grade regardless? Should I have gotten this graded? What are your thoughts on this? I'm really interested to see, and yeah, appreciate you guys tuning in. Thanks very much.